She stood at the doorway and everything stopped. What she saw in her own living room made her heart freeze. Her husband, her own mother, together, not talking, not arguing, but doing something that broke her into pieces. She couldn't move. She couldn't scream. She just stood there watching the people she loved most destroy her from the inside. But what she didn't know was that this wasn't a mistake. It wasn't the first time. It was a secret they both had, even before the wedding. And now she was finally seeing the truth with her own eyes. Her name was Ella, a kind and cheerful lady in her late 20s. She had just gotten married to the man of her dreams, Daniel. Tall, handsome, successful, and very loving. Everyone said she was lucky. The wedding was beautiful. The guests danced. The pictures were perfect. Her heart was full. After the wedding, Ella's mother, Mrs. Adams, moved in with them. She said she just wanted to help Ella adjust to marriage life and support her daughter for a while. Ella was touched. Not every mother would do that. She felt safe. Having her two favorite people in the world, her husband and her mother, under one roof. Days turned to weeks. Weeks turned to months. Ella noticed a few strange things, but she waved them off. Sometimes she would walk into the living room and find them sitting close, talking in whispers. Sometimes her husband would smile at her mother in a way she didn't quite understand. Once she came back from the market and found them both laughing, and her mother quickly walked away the moment Ella entered. Maybe I am overthinking it, she told herself. These two just care about me so much and they are becoming friends, and she believed that because she trusted them both blindly. But what Ella didn't know was that the people she loved most were hiding something dark, something shocking, and this marriage was never really about love. It was all a plan to bring two secret lovers under one roof with her as the bridge. It was a Tuesday evening. Ella had closed early from work. She bought her husband's favorite food on her way home, humming happily. She had no idea that she was walking straight into the biggest shock of her life. As she approached the house, she noticed something odd. The front door wasn't locked. The lights were on. She stepped in quietly, thinking she would surprise them. But what she saw in the living room stopped her heart. Her mother, her husband, in a position no daughter should ever witness. Not seated, not talking, but in a moment that should never have existed. A moment meant for deep trust, now shattered. Ella dropped the food in her hand. The plastic container hit the floor. Her mouth opened, but no words came out. She felt like the ground would open up and swallow her whole. "Mom! Daniel!" she whispered. They both froze. They hadn't seen her coming. They didn't expect her at that time. There was silence. Only the sound of Ella's breath shaking in the air. She stared at them, hoping, begging, praying in her heart that it was some kind of joke. But it wasn't. Her mother quickly stood up. Her husband tried to speak, but Ella had already seen enough. She ran out. Tears filled her eyes. She collapsed outside, unable to breathe properly. Hours passed. She didn't go back inside. She sat under the mango tree in front of the house, shaking. And then her mother came out, not ashamed, not sorry, just quiet. "Ella," her mother said, "I wanted to tell you." Ella's voice broke. "Tell me what? That you have been sharing my husband with me? That this whole marriage was a lie?" Tears poured down her cheeks. Her mother sat beside her and said words that crushed her even deeper. "Daniel and we were close before he met you, but the world wouldn't allow us. People would talk, so he married you. It was a plan. That way, I could stay close to him and to you." Ella stood up like lightning. "You mean you used me?" Her voice cracked. I was your daughter. You watched me wear a white dress. You watched me promise my whole life to him. And all this while, you were both laughing behind my back. Daniel came out too. Ella, I didn't mean for this to happen. She looked at him, eyes burning with pain. Didn't mean for what to happen? You married me and kept a secret affair with my mother right under our roof. Her voice was loud now. Neighbors were starting to peek through their windows. But Ella didn't care. Her world had ended. Her home had burned without fire. She packed her things that night, didn't say goodbye. She walked out of that house with nothing but a broken heart and a suitcase full of betrayal. Ella never looked back. She didn't shout. She didn't fight. She just walked away from the people who broke her in the name of love. She moved in with a friend for a while. The days were hard. The nights were harder. She would cry silently into her pillow, asking herself, was I not enough? How could my own mother? But slowly, Ella began to heal. She got therapy. She changed her number. She even started a small business, something to keep her mind busy. And one day, as she sat alone in her small apartment sipping tea, she whispered, I may have lost the people I loved, but I found the truth. And sometimes the truth is all we need to be free. Moral lesson. Sometimes betrayal doesn't come from strangers. It comes from the ones we trust the most. But no matter how deep the wound, healing is possible. And no matter how beautiful a house looks from outside, what matters most is what goes on behind closed doors. Dear viewer, always open your eyes. Trust your instincts and never ignore the little signs, because love without truth is just a beautiful trap. Thank you so much for watching this story to the end. I know it was painful. I know it was shocking. But if it touched your heart, if it made you think, if it opened your eyes, please don't just leave. Subscribe to my channel for more real, emotional and life-changing stories like this. Leave a comment below. I want to hear your thoughts. Like this video if it touched you and share it with someone who needs to see it. This is not just storytelling, this is healing. So don't go anywhere. Stick with me. More powerful stories are coming your way.